Welcome to part 2, everyone. There's a link in the description down below for part 1. Now, something is being activated in that cup, but before we get that message, we're going to get some tarot. Hello, Spirit. There we are. We're having our rebirth. It's happening. It's like from this space to this space to this space. And where we're ending up is here. This is the goal. And here's the connection between seasons. We're having a tower moment. We know that. That's connected to tsunami. We're having a wake-up call. Because we're going to see something clearly that's going to raise our vibration. Spirit's bringing something in, and it's connected to the King of the Earth through the Three of Cups. And there it is, confirmation right there, because those cards went back into the deck. And it's going to create peace. We're right on point with the patterning we need to create from the new moon reading in Scorpio. Let's confirm it. Ooh, 2 cards here. Okay, the 7 of Cups. We're going to see through our illusions to pick the cup of us. The cup that's connected to the 10 of Cups, remember, with the rainbow in it. Our purpose. And our purpose right now is to connect to the 3 of Cups and create peace. We're going to make a connection, create peace, and love. But how we're going to do this all is we're going to do it through the earth with the masculine. Let me see what I'm feeling called to do here. Flip it over, keep going. I'm being called to flip it over, of course. Hangman, that's why. Well, there it is. Going without to achieve enlightenment with the King of Wands, the masculine acting, the energy of Leo, rocking our shine, connecting to the energy of Aquarius through fire. But this is the beautiful thing about fire. Fire not only burns, it purifies. It not only inspires, but it purifies. But through a burn. Like, look what happens when fire burns something down right. And it's connected to the purification from the feminine's truth. And the feminine's truth will allow us to have growth. And it's the growth on our spiritual quest. Because we found the strength that we needed to find. To go within and connect to the energy of healing.
Hello.
Hello, boo.
Hello, everybody on my mom's channel.
We're going within to find this. We've realized we're not going without anymore. I feel like so many of us have been actively searching for this without. But it's all within. Let's see what's being activated here. Let's send a fire. Remember how we just said, like, fire purifies. We're purifying all, like, look at all those pieces of paper she's written on, but they're all being burnt away. They're all being burnt away in order to raise our vibration. We're being purified through the fire right now in order to raise our vibration, because the messenger of air has a message for us, and it's connected to the lunar eclipse in Gemini. And the message here, and let's find out what it is. It has to do with our authentic tune and working through the earth with the energies of new earth. And it's going to allow us to manifest, yeah, the sun. La Luna was here. Now is the sun. La Luna was in channeled messages. Now the sun. The sun and the moon are uniting in order to share a message of balance. Oh my goodness, and how that just flipped over. I can hardly wait to watch that back, guys. Avoid allergens. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful tools and beverages. This is going to help us raise our vibration and manifest. And it's connected to use your natural healing abilities. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly guiding and encouraging and supporting my healing work. And that's what's happening. That's what those powers bigger than us are here to tell us. And here's the message. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with my situation. Thank you for your divine healing and intervention. We're having an intervention. And I want you guys to see. 2 different decks. Symbology is on point. These are connected, and remember what we're finding out. In order to do what we came here to do, the matrix is a trick, right? The blip, the bug. It's tricking us. Our signs and our synchronicities, they're what's helping lead us to the code. The proper patterning of the divine, of source energy, okay? And what this is saying is that we're having communicated to us what are our natural healing gifts and abilities, and we're going to be put on point towards information, books, classes, anything that's going to help us understand this better within the 3D here, and use the masculine energy to expand what the feminine has been seeking, the information gained within those 13 spheres of knowledge. And what it has to do with is understanding that here we create with free will. And we need to ask. We need to be in active prayer and meditation with the divine, and whatever that looks like. And it's not forcing it. It's not like, oh, well, everyone else goes and meditates and everyone else goes and like to do yoga, or, you know, it's like, no, it's like, how do you meditate? And at whatever given time, we're multidimensional. Like, you could clean your house and meditate, but then that might not work for you next time because you've cleaned your house too many times. That's out of balance. It's out of whack. Maybe you have to run. Maybe you are in yoga. You are outside. You have to go outside. Maybe you have to go in your room and be in your sacred space of meditation. Maybe you've actually created one for yourself. But you've put patterning there. You've laid down your own codes that your body just naturally reacts to the fact that, and understanding this is a sacred space. And we do this over time. We do this over time. Unless we found, you know, we have access to ley lines, you know, key lines, where there's sacred energy already laid down. The foundations are already laid down for us. And, you know, we might be activating through that, but always, usually a multitude of the time, we're activating through the multitude of things. It's not just the one. And it's just like, usually when we got sick, it wasn't just one thing. There was, you know, there was maybe a main source, but all the things, because we, you know, we manifest of the energy of what we are creating in order to have reflect back to us at whatever time to go to where we're going. And this helps us to continue to create the patterning. And what it has to do with is our diet. Of course, organic foods. We need to detox from something here. Something is getting in the way of our elevation. it's like we've leveled out. We're addicted to something still here. And we need to heal from it. And it could be, look, you know what it is. Maybe you smoke too much. Maybe you drink too much. Maybe you eat too much. Maybe you eat too much of one thing. Maybe you don't eat enough of another thing. Maybe you don't drink enough water. Maybe you drink too much coffee. Like, there, maybe you do all of them. Maybe, you know, whatever. You get my point with this. It's understanding now we're going to go to the next level, but we're going to shape shift there. It's not like I've been drinking 5 cups of coffee and now I'm going to quit. It's like, well, I've been drinking 5 cups of coffee, so I'm going to go to 4. Then I'm going to go to 3. Then I'm going to go to 2. Then I'm going to go to 1. And then I'm going to go to 0. But I'm going to honor self. I'm going to honor my patterning. I'm going to honor seeing what I needed to see because I don't want to learn the lesson again. I'm good now. Or maybe you do want to learn the lesson again. That's up to you. So, where are we going? We're going with organic foods. And this is thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use organic products, and this will change your life. So many times, everywhere I go, people are like, holy, I cannot believe you are, you know, you're in your 40s. I'm going to be 41. I owe it all to the healthy patterning that has been created here with the divine and understanding how to activate and heal with our environment and within what we put within, understanding how there is constant alchemy going on and how to purify and rejuvenate. And I've drank from that cup, guys. I've drank from that cup. Now, we have to also honor, there is a time, you know, like, where we have to respect healing. It's not like we're just gonna, you know, you don't keep drinking from that cup to continue healing on for forever. We learn through our experience that it's time to put that cup down. Because, you know, body can only take so much, right? We have to heal with body. We have to understand body's a part of the child. Body is a part of the child. And body came here to, speaking of body being a part of the child, we're working with the magic of us. And this is definitely the message. Something is happening through us right now. And it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. And I have a feeling none of us feel like it feels that way. Like, what are you talking about, Nicole? It's beautiful. Yeah, it's not beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, sometimes I swear I could just talk for forever. I'm always like, you know, we're not going to have... Well, oblivion, open your arms in solitude, alone but not lonely. Just flipped on over. But because I'm feeling some sort of way, guys, they're going back in the deck. I still want to see if they want to still make their appearance. No. Okay. We're going to get one last message and say goodbye until next time. 3. Translucence. Love the darkness. Opulence. I can't speak. Guys, it's like already I was getting ready within my mind to say, no, this is too many cards. F this. They're going back in the deck. We're getting 1 card. And then I couldn't speak. And then when I can't speak, I know. Because I switched to wanting to communicate telepathically and that I understand. That's one of my signs that I'm on target. So this is definitely the message. Translucence, love the darkness, opulence, it's time to lead, and Ubuntu, compassion for others. And we've received this message before. We've not received these 2. And look, it's connected to solitude. So we're healing from solitude. Something we're not healing from. Something connected. We're not loving the darkness. We need to love the darkness and take the lead, and we will find compassion there. Okay? We're not accepting. This is all coming full circle to channeled messages. We're not coming full circle to a piece of our darkness. It's like We just want to be all cupcakes and rainbows. We want to be perfect. We want to have this perfect vision of perfection, but that's not us. That's not, look, this cactus did not bloom like that. I promise you, okay? You believe what you want to believe, of course. This cactus bloomed by loving the darkness and naturally unfolded through everything. And somehow we're still separating self, and it's not allowing us to take the lead. We need to take the lead, okay? But something within our minds, and it's still connected to that blip, that bug within the matrix that we're trying to destroy, it's still active within our mind. We haven't achieved it yet, but we will. Mosaic is here, and we have to surrender in order to create with this space. And the answer, of course, is here, and it's connected. All this imagery, once again, to this. We're going to take the lead because it's all in our head. And when we see this, we're going to transform the way we see. And when we do, we are in perfect acceptance. And these are the main messages. Flashover. It's all in your head. You are overthinking things. Friction and resistance in the circuits of your brain have now confused you into thinking the pain and tension is in the world around you when it's really all in your head. The good news is that at the same time, all it takes is a spark of trust to short circuit resistance buildup from friction from the world. And this is what has happened with us in the world. We're going to heal from this friction. When flashover appears, it's time to close your eyes and take a deep breath and recognize that the only thing standing in your way is you. The light of a busy mind can be beautiful, but in order to reveal its best achievements, times of darkness and rest are essential. After all, you can only see the stars in the darkness. Let go of your worries and fears for a while, without reservation, and let the world balance itself around you. Okay, guys, there's a key piece of information. Now we've done all this work to recenter. Now we have to let the world rebalance around us. Because remember, this is about alchemy of us and the alchemy of our environment. Because we were shape-shifting from within to without, and then without to within. And remember, we got that in the sacred geometry of, I believe, in the new moon in Scorpio reading. We're going to be turned inside out. And because we got turned inside out, so that means our insides went outside, our insides are now reacting with our environment in a whole new way. So we have to allow now our environment to alchemize with us and restore balance through our new center. There it is. The girl of flashover is wary, but realizes that she cannot continue in this way. The growing plump leaves around her cushion and comfort her, as she slowly releases her mental grasp and relaxes her mind towards clear thought and profound insight. And we can do a ritual. We can release the conflict. We can get a pencil and a piece of paper and write all the conflicting, cluttered thoughts that are flashing around our head. Write fast and messy. Don't matter if the writing is illegible. When you've purged as much as possible, slowly and methodically erase the writing with a larger eraser. Collect the rubber shavings and toss them down the drain with running water, or turn them into the earth. Burn the piece of paper to completely erase stress, fear, and tension, and step into the rest of your life with a clear, relaxed mind. And this really works. But I don't know if I put my erasings down the drain. That would not be my move personally. I don't think that's where they belong. But I get what they're saying here. I get what they're going with this, because we're creating here. So we're creating a pattern here, and we're working with manifestation tools here. And it's connected. We know number 11. There's the information we're seeking from the light in the unknown, and now we're going to master ourselves. There is mastery being offered here, a connection to number 33. But we have to love the darkness, and this is our connection to how we're going to heal with the mind. Translucence. Love the darkness. It's time to enter the underworld. You have been existing on the superficial plane for far too long, and a balance is required. There it is. Be like the goddess Persephone, who descended into the underworld. In the myth, it is said that she was stolen by Hades, but this is not true. A goddess that is powerful would never be stolen. In a society, she would have been described as entering willingly and then deciding to have Hades as her partner. The Maiden of Translucence has her eyes closed, like the Fool of the traditional tarot deck. This signifies the beginning of life's next magical adventure. She is letting go, and her winged bird steed is preparing the plunge into the cracked earth opening before them. The forest branches beckon, come this way. Now, one more sign in synchronicity to channel messages. Remember, the veil was torn open, and they were going through. So we've torn it open. We're going through, okay, guys? The forest branches beckon, come this way, and we're going to listen. When translucence appears, it's also time to redefine your own parameters. Protect your sanctuary, and willingly take the journey into the unknown, inner verse of you. Feathers are shedding. The hand is beckoning. Take the journey. This card is saying it's time to fall in love with the darkness. It's time. And this is going to lead us forth to opulence. And it's time to take the lead, because we're going to go from translucence to opulence. Opulence. It's time to take the lead. There is a great wisdom in going with life's flow and choosing battles, conflicts, and accepting change wisely and peacefully. And there it is. We've healed from our conflict. We've healed from our Five of Wands charge. There is also a time to assert your authority and trust your wisdom and leadership skills. People and situations are now looking for your guidance. Right there. There's confirmation right there from that phone. This is all on point, okay? So we're going to trust our authority and our leadership skills and our wisdom, because we've done all this work to understand where we're going, the new. We've done all of this mastery, all of this alchemy. We've activated, we've shifted, we've had the dark night of the soul, and we've done this more than once. People and situations are now looking for your guidance. Wear your success and assets proudly. They are well earned. It's time to be a light so that others may follow. And so we're going to go through the veil, and we're going to lead the way, and others will follow. And this doesn't mean we're calling them up and saying it's time to go. We're leading, they're following. The girl of opulence wears the lavish golden crown of leadership. It emits a radiant glow and signifies spiritual enlightenment as well as earthly accomplishment. And she reminds me very much of the King of Pentacles. From the Tattoo Tarot, and we just received that message not that long ago in channeled messages. So this is really a beautiful spider web that we are weaving to understand the path. And we are emitting a radiant glow at this time because we've restored balance, and this signifies a spiritual enlightenment as well as an accomplishment. And being in an exiled position gives us the opportunity to be a wise leader to help others. Much like happiness is only real when shared. So that means that these two cards are connected. Here's our connection. The flashover. It's all in your head, and the Ten of Fire. So we're going to release. We're going to release what's left over from the Five of Wands charge. and heal with our mind, and that's connected to the Five of Swords. It's all in your head. Remember what she was doing? She was going to write out, just get a pen and write everything all out and let it all out and then erase it and burn it up. Look at, we're letting it all out and we're releasing it. And we're releasing what's no longer working. We're releasing what's no longer serving us. We're releasing of the old, because this has to do with the bug. It's just like, it's what's left over of the bug. Our mind has to still finish repairing. And to do that, we have to allow this 10 of fire process. And that's the connection to the 10 of wands. We have to release our burdens of old earth because they're affecting us right now. We have to let them go in which way. And remember, this is connected to the 5 of wands, 5 of swords, 3 of swords charge. It's connected to our pain, and it's connected to our pain of the old. We have to move forth with what's now new. What is it? The balance, the 2 of earth. And it's connected to patience. And the Hierophant. Two of earth. Pleasurable work, adaptability, balance between work and play. There's a balance between work and play. We're balancing. My efforts bring me joy. Play and work are not separate because what I'm doing is actually fun. If conditions change, I can switch gears easily. I am fully present in the excitement of creativity and am eager to experience the surprises that occur when the seeds that I've planted take root, sprout, and develop in unexpected ways. And this is a message for us creators out there. If you're creating and you're stuck in a rut, this is saying we need to find balance. There's not a balance here, and this is even what's happening here at School for the Fool. Guys, we all know I love meeting here with you guys. You guys are part of my positive charge and part of my path. But because so much editing has been done here to work with the subconscious mind, the balance has been distorted. I'm finding I'm working so much now to put all of the wonderful imagery in that I've upset the balance and I'm not having fun anymore. You know, my body hurts and I'm a 20-minute reading to edit, you know, can turn into a whole day of editing. And I don't mean just like a whole day of working on it. Like I mean like 24 hours of working on that. And it adds up, and it's all about a balance. So we have to find the balance because it's about having fun. And then too, if something unexpected happens, going with the flow, because in old earth, when unexpected things happen, we're all up in that 5 of wands charge, right? But in new earth, if something unexpected happens, it's part of the manifestation process. It's part of how it's naturally unfolding. It's part of the path. And quite often, when something unexpected happens, that's where the information is. That's where the information is. This is a time for flexibility and trust in how the universe will shape what is coming into being. One way or another, my dreams manifest in the material world. And we're being reminded of this today. And it's connected to having patience and the Hierophant. And now we've come full circle to channeled messages, and we're going to finish the messages within our sequencing so we can start making sense of this and begin our patterning. Patience, moderation. Patience is here to remind us today that patience is going to bring us into recognition and in alignment to our purposes. All my needs are met even though I may not see it in the outer visible world. The angels are looking out for me. moderation in all things required right now. So we are required to temper ourselves. We're going to hold back a bit. That's because it's our connection to the Hanged Man and what we're working on here. And what we're working on is our connection to our spiritual practice. The Hierophant is here to remind us to be committed to a spiritual practice, to ensure a conscious contact to your higher power. When you have a daily practice of prayer and meditation, steeped in gratitude and committed to being a co-creator, life works out in wondrous ways. Rituals are also in our highest good at this time. Exchanging vows is also heightened. So we're also going to exchange vows. That means something. We're going to find out what that means on our next reading, guys. But it's connected here to the message on the bottom of the deck. And we're going to take a look at it right now. And now we've gone from the Messenger of Air to the Queen of Air. Look at that. We've expanded with our wisdom. And our wisdom is connected to our instinct and La Luna. We've expanded with self. We've expanded with the patterning of self. We've done it. Her amulet means something. That's what they're telling me. Her amulet means something. There's an activation. And it's connected to healing from the charge of the Five of Air, which is the Five of Swords, which we know is connected to the Five of Wands. We're healing from our competitiveness because, look, we're expanding with our uniqueness. Our uniqueness is lifting our vibration. And we know we have to trust, we have to have faith and believe that it's coming into form. And there it is. There's exactly what I was just saying. There is a connection right now to her amulet and where we're going. And that's what they're showing me. It's happening within the void here. The new patterning that's connected to her amulet here is connected to what we're creating with here when we're healing from the Five of Wands charge. But it's through air. Now I know I had to be here. This is spectacular, guys. I can't wait till next time. Who knows when that's going to be. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again then. Take care.